You know how many requests we've had for your band? We want
Andy Beersock.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, man. Hey, what's up, you guys? We're hanging out here with Black Veil Brides at Sixx Auditorium. Who do I have here?
My name is Andy Sixx.
If the entire band, Black Veil Brides, fighting over a pile of money, who would win and why?
Well, me, because I have giant gazelle legs. We all like money. Who doesn't like money? I know you like money.
Do you like money? Yes.
You guys. And well, in the viewing audience, you like money as well.
Yes, you all like money, right? Money's good.
Money is fantastic.
That's right. Worth killing for. What would your porn star name be?
If I were to be a porn star, my name would be Dennis Westhour. Don't even question it. Just go with it. Dennis Westhour. Doesn't it sound nice? It sounds nice.
It sounds nice. I like it. But what does Black Veil Brides mean? What is your music about? What does it mean to your fans? What's your message here?
Sort of a three-part question. The name is actually a Catholic term. It comes from, I kind of grew up in a Catholic area, and I like the imagery of Catholicism. I'm not personally religious, but I liked, the idea behind, a lot of the sort of blatant images in the religion. And the name itself represents when a nun marries into the church, she marries God and gives up the cardinal pleasures of life, and she wears a black veil. And I sort of like the dichotomy of a rock and roll band sort of being completely about the cardinal pleasures of life, and I also I can associate with the idea of devoting everything you have to something like a dream or an ideal that you have. So that's where the name comes from.
Cool, man.
And I guess the message of the band generally is just sort of, we're a rock and roll band, and initially rock and roll was about rebellion, and I think over time, and the idea of believing in yourself, and I think over time bands have sort of watered that down, and it's now sort of about, what sect or, genre you belong to, or what religion the music is based on. I think at the end of the day, it's still just rock and roll music, and it should sort of be just about believing in yourself and being rebellious from those things that, are so tight.
What are some of the biggest challenges you guys all face, but you specifically, I guess, being on the road at such a young age, and I guess having all this touring responsibility? Is it difficult?
I don't know. I started touring when I was like 15. I started the band proper when I was 14, and I can't say that there's any real challenges that I face. I'm 6'2". I have a very deep voice. I'm very hard-headed, and most people don't really question what I have to say, because I know what I want to do in my life. And so honestly, I'm more lucky than anything. There's no real I don't wake up in the morning and go, oh, I wish I could be playing in the park or something. I'm 19, I'm an adult, and I have to take responsibility for my life, and I think that there's no greater way of doing that than living your dream. So
he has such a way with words.
yeah.
How often do you look all the way like this, like the full outfit and everything?
Well, every night since I'm on tour, but
well, do you look like this at home?
No, I mean, I guess so. I sort of look like this without the makeup and a little less studs. But I mean, this is me. It's not. We're not dressing up in Halloween costumes. We do this for stage. It's a little bit more than what we normally look like. But there's a lot of bands we've actually toured with, that they go out on stage and they look like this dark horror band or whatever, and then in real life they're like t-shirt and jeans guys, and it's kind of disappointing, because we're a real rock and roll band, and we want this is what we love. This is how we live. So many bands out there that they're like, I'm gonna tell you about how rad I am and how much I do, and that's how they can convince you about how rock and roll they are. For us, I think you can probably assume what we do. You can probably assume that we do a lot of things, and I'd like for you to assume that. In fact, I'd like you to imagine the great world that we live in, and that's the world that we live in. Whatever you can imagine us doing, paint it on Black Veil Brides. We're a clean slate.
That's the end of the video. Oops, sorry, it's short LMAO.